All right, we're back. Looking to get another jump on this one. The referees are here. The ice is set. Elite Hockey in their home grays. Sorry, I said whites. They're home grays. They'll be traveling north away from me. PHC will be coming at you in their road blues. I'm live. East Haven, Connecticut, as I said earlier. Robert Becker press box here at the Memorial Stadium here in East Haven. We expect fast-paced action. This is the newest member of the AY. We traveled up here. We'll play 2 AY games today. And all week, again, high compete brought to the PHC 2015's high intensity, moving that puck in tight areas. But more importantly, they're trying to understand their layers and their gap. And their support systems working as a team. So we expect them to come out, continue to work on that puck movement and support, and play, most importantly, 3 periods of hockey like we finished the weekend last weekend out in UPMC, the new sports complex. One of the better games I've seen these two, or this team play over the last 2 years. Coming together nicely, showing some fight. So they're coming out, looking like they're being led by Ellie Shaw, that far door. And they'll be taking the ice. As the road team in the first one. There's Ellie leading us out. We got Spitz. We got Maurer. We got Williams. Rochi. Fazio, Caselli, Carr, Witten. Next up, we got Eldall coming out. Got Cool Ranch Doritos, Max Anichuk himself. Ethan Nunez, Donnie Gerberbeck, Shane Zabarski. Doors closed, we're underway here. Warm-ups have started. PHC will be far end, coming at us. And again, we're looking for fight. For 3 periods. But really that fight, that compete that we talked about, it's a verb, it's a noun. It's gotta happen every shift. Right? Every shift. And again, we expect to see some good things as these kids continue to work. It's fine-tuning the team play and the hockey IQ. We've seen a lot of high intensity, a lot of thought-provoking play in practice over the last couple of weeks. Looks like we'll start 8 and 4. 8 forwards up front, 4 on the back end. Again, from my press box view, it looks like Ellie Shaw will get the start in the first one. Boltman Williams coming in. He's going to see some pucks and start to feel it. Two minutes, 40 seconds left in the warm-up period. We'll say you may not like everything you hear on the broadcast. That's okay. We're the PHC biased broadcast crew. But we try to call it as it is. You don't like what you're hearing, you can always go over on the live barn for a fee. Or Black Bear TV for a fee. Catch it over there. Before this game starts, I'm going to get with the live in-game shout-out goes to my buddy back in PA, Dave Pacelli. Dave, part of the game today, both games, is I want to see center net drive. And I want you guessed it, pucks and bodies going to the net. Get off those boards, play in the center lane in between the dots, get quality scoring opportunities. And more importantly, follow the shots hard to the net. Stick down, ready to put that biscuit in the back of it. They all count the same. Real simple game. And coming off another week of high intensity in practice, like I said, we're having some thought-provoking exercises to starting to understand decision-making and how to flip the ice and how to join rushes down the middle, working on their layering, their gap controls, and the overall support system. Takes all 6 players out on that ice in the blue jersey to win a shift, and we hope that they come out shift to shift and try to compete as hard as they can. It's a hungry dog mentality today. Got to be hungry to get on that puck. Pucks are starting to come in. Teams gathered at the net. As the clock winds down here to end the warm-up period, and we'll get set. Horn sounds concluding the warm-up period. Teams are going into their benches. They'll get their last pregame speech from their coaching staffs and adjustments, and then we'll get underway. Stay with us another 60 to 120 seconds. Referees will come down, check the nets, make sure they're set, make sure there's no pucks left behind. His partner down the other end doing the same. All right, new break from the bench. Coach Winton sending out Max Nasty, Max Anici, and Johnny Gerberbeck up front. Joshua Fazio waiting for a partner to join him. Ethan Nunez hops over the sideboards. So we're set, ready to go. Ellie Shaw in crease. Referee will come back to the scorer's box, make an adjustment as there's time up on the penalty clock. I think he's trying to get removed. Yep, that's it. They stripped it down. Now we're set, ready to go. Puck is dropped. We're underway. Rochi wins that back to Fazio. Fazio goes D to Nunez. Nunez spurs to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck right out in the center lane to Rochi. Rochi enters the line. Stick the side out to the sideboards by Elite Hockey. Rochi picks it off. We'll put it into the corner, and Nichuk will get after it. Leave it back up the boards to Gerberbeck. Gets past Gerberbeck. Elite Hockey will collect, but it's kept in at the point by Nunez. He'll come back down the wall looking for Gerberbeck. But picked off. It's ping-ponged around a bit, and Elite Hockey will skate this one out in the neutral zone. They're looking to move it forward, but good stick by Gerberbeck. Will chip it back forward. Defense will go for a line change. They'll say that was north of the red line. I agree. We'll come 200 feet down to the left of Ellie Shaw for our first defensive zone face-off. Puck is dropped. Tied up, we got Spittle, Putrero, and Pacelli behind the net. Shane Zabarski will pick it up. He'll escape back down behind his own net. Put it off the end wall to Maurer. Maurer will collect. He'll try to flip that ice to Pacelli. He does. Pacelli drags past. He's coming at me. He's hit by a back checker. Poked forward. Elite gain the line. He'll chip it back forward. Maurer will collect. He'll put it off the wall to Putrero. Surfed off by Elite, and they'll turn and put it right back up the wall, back out in that neutral zone. Maurer will step to it. Fights through one. Trying to fight through two, but they squeeze through down the boards. They'll step to the dots. Met by Declan Spittle. They'll spin it back out in front. Good stick in the lane by Billy Maurer. Maurer will move it ahead to Putrero. Putrero trying to drive down that wall. Spittle picks it up. He's got Pacelli going back post. He's trying to play it across. Gets a stick. Gets behind the net. Pacelli picks it up. He's bumped off it, but Spittle there picks it up. Plays it out in front looking for Putrero. Loads, fires, it hits a body. It's back into the corner. Spittle will cut it off. We'll leave it down into the corner. For Pacelli, he bumped off the puck behind it. Trying to find that puck. It comes around the wall to the far side. Kept in by Nooner. Elite will collect it. They fumble. Elite's trying to step to it. Gets the back of an Elite forward. But on the third effort, they were able to get it out there. Now we got Roche, Carr, and Witten out there. Witten will step to this puck. Carr's trying to cut it off. Witten gets to it. Plays it to Carr. Carr will load, fire. Save made. Rebound opportunity. Carr tries to poke that one forward. He gets it off the end boards. It's putting the forecheck on the far side. We're trying to get back above it. Someone's trying to help him. Witten will step to this one. So it's going to be left around. Carr will put the forecheck on and push it up the boards. Carr is going to go to the box for a body check playing downhill there. A little too rough on it. We can't see in the corner below us. So we will go man down 200 feet to the right. Ellie Shaw for the defensive zone face-off. I have to try to navigate this corner. We can't see anything below us. So we're man down. We got Spittle, Danutsiuk, Maurer, and Shaner. 12:34 left in the first period here. So it goes minute and 30. Face off to the right of Miss Shaw. Puck is dropped, but back underway. Elite wins that back. They go to the point. They set up along the half wall. Go back out to the point with it. Good challenge by Danutsiuk and Spittle. It's played back through, but it gets down, gets in on Ellie. Paddle stop. She'll hang on to it. So we'll line up. Defensive zone draw to the other side. Spittle puts this one out to the half wall. It's lost in the referee's feet. Shaner will step to a collector behind his own net. He'll turn back up. Put it up the boards. Good challenge. It's kept in by Elite. Shaner will step to it. Poke this one out in the neutral zone. He plays it ahead to Danutsiuk. Danutsiuk leaves it for Shane. Shane will cross the blue line. And they'll say we stepped off sides there. Handling that puck, taking the white ice out in front of us. 58 seconds left on it. We'll change the personnel up. We got Fazio and Nooner on the back end with Roche and Pacelli up front to try to kill the remainder of this one off. Neutral zone draw just north of the Elite blue line. That puck is dropped, tied up by Roche. We'll push it forward. Pocket picked by Pacelli, gets it into the zone. Roche puts the pressure on. Kept in by Fazio. Roche trying to find the 1.5 wall. But they chip it out, and the lead has a step. They're trying to drive to the good back pressure by the flash. Joshua Fazio cut it off. They poke it back forward. Pacelli puts the forecheck on. The lead goes D to D. Roche steps into that traffic. Good stick by Ethan Nunez, and then he'll try to contain outside those dots, force him back up. They play it back across. Pacelli's there to read it, try to chip it out. They keep it in on second effort. They fire it in. Ellie sees it the whole way, kicks it aside in the corner. Fazio will collect. Will play it ahead to Pacelli. Pacelli Goes off the sideboards out of harm's way, but Elite keeps it in. They play it back across the top of the house. That's going to get played back out and split the D. There's no icing. So Elite will come back. They'll use some extra real estate behind their own net. Kill it off. We're back to full strength. Gerberzak puts the forecheck on. Nietzsche coming off the box or out of the bench to replace the box player. Stops it in its track. Johnny fights for the puck along the sidewall and plays it into the Elite zone. It'll get around the net. Right up the sideboards where we got a lot of bodies there. Maurer keeps it. Second effort, he gets it into the corner. Elite will be back around. Nietzsche takes a good angle to that puck. Stop the traffic. Spittle will play it to the point. Maurer loads. Will fire it in. Chip the side, gets wide. Gerberzak collects, plays it back out in front. We'll recollect it over reverse up. He plays it out in front, gets through to Spittle. Spittle's tied up. Trying to find that bouncing puck. Elite collects are going the other way. Shaner there. Keep them outside those dots for the most part. They drag back in. Good step by Spittle. It's run around the wall. We had no winger there, so Elite keeps it. But Gerberzak gets back. Drags past one. He's got Anutyuk with him. Anutyuk will put the lead pressure on. They chip it to Gerberzak. Gerberzak plays it back out in front off the stick. Anutyuk drives the net. Plays it out in front. Stick to side. Fired back in. Stays out of the side of the net. And now the whistle is blown as the Elite goaltender able to hang on. Stay strong in the core. Cover that puck. So we'll have an offensive zone draw to the right of the Elite goaltender. Roach between Punti and Pacelli. Fazio and Nunez. Roach barking out his orders. He plays it back. It gets all the way out into the neutral zone as we weren't set. So that puck sticks. Elite steps to it. Plays it at the PHC line where Nunez will collect. Trying to stretch that ice up to Pacelli. It's picked off. But Pacelli steps back, gains control. Fights through one. Back check. Able to get through the second one. Fazio's there to recover the puck. He'll play it ahead to Nooner. Across the Nooner. Nooner plays it ahead. Looking for Puchero. Elite hockey steps into the passing zone and the puck's being fought for. It's played ahead. Nooner will get back, but he'll leave it for Fazio. Fazio will turn with it. Doesn't like what he sees. He'll turn back. Plays it to Nunez. Nunez will go up the boards of Puchero. Gets past him. Gets out in the neutral zone. Roach trying to put the forecheck on. Following it up as Puchero gains the line. He's got Pacelli driving back post. We'll pull up along the half wall. Flips it across to Rochi. Rochi will get down on the boards for it. He'll turn. He'll play it back to the point. Fazio's going to play it back to Roach. Roach steps off the wall with it. Plays it down in the corner for Pacelli. Pacelli cycles it back up to Roach. We're in that corner where I have a blind spot. Puck battle ensues. It's played out in front. Trying to collect it, but it's chipped through. And the lead hockey skates this one out of the zone. Good back pressure by Rochi. Allows Fazio to collect the puck, and he'll go reverse back up. Cut off by a strong forecheck by Elite. Now to come back around. Rochi pulls it ahead to Pacelli. Gets his pocket picked, and now we're coming the other way with it. Rochi knocks a player into the boards. That puck's bouncing around. Ellie kicks to the side. Fazio will leave it for Maurer. Maurer throws it ahead to Puchero. Maurer steps to it in the challenge, trying to follow the play up. But they play it back across. They load, they fire. Ellie makes a kick save. It gets all the way out where Puchero tries to collect it. Bounces back in. Puck's bouncing around. We're trying to find it. It's played in. Ellie paddles to the side. Fazio plays it ahead to Puchero. Ping-pong along. Puchero throws out in the neutral zone. Carr puts the forecheck on. They'll go back down the boards. Rochi will collect. Come back up the boards. Carr's trying to find it. Puchero chips it forward. Carr's trying to read it. They go 85 feet across the ice. Played back ahead. Cut off by Spittle. Winton follows it up. He chips it forward through one. Chips it forward through two. He gains the line. We got numbers coming in. He loads. He fires. Locker to side. Spittle. Puck is loose, but the whistle was blown as he thought the referee thought he had it. And as you lose sight, we'd rather the quick whistles stay under control. But that one was loose, and we might have had a play on it. But he lost sight. Blows the whistle. So we got Spittle between Winton and Carr. Nooner and Shaner on the back end. Puck was dropped. Spittle chips it forward, goes after. It's fired back in. Shittle. His shin pad. We'll go back to the point. Nooner will put it back down the wall. Winton's going to get back behind the net. Tries to circle it up. He leaves it for Carr. Carr plays it back across for Spittle. Spittle loves, fires. Big stop made, but great puck movement. Good communication. Good puck movement. All three forwards touching the puck there. Quality scoring opportunity. Fought off by the elite goalie. Spittle regains the line and drives down the wall. Plays it back across. Looking for Carr, leak through the top of that house, but it gets through. It's kept in at the point. Witten drives down the lane, drives down the wall with it. He's bumped off the puck. Spittle sauces it across, gets a Carr. He loads, he fires, and he finds top bump. So beautiful communication. They're calling for it. Their eyes are up. They're moving it. It looks like the 3-on-3 game we played in practice this week. So they're starting to think through it. Beautiful sauce pass on the backhand. So Declan realizing IQ play, realizing he's on the backhand. He doesn't have the best shot. He sauces it across the Carr. Top bunk. PHC takes the 1-0 lead, 6:24 left in the first period. Roche pushes this one forward and tries to gain control. It bounces off of the lead player. Gavelbeck collects. He plays it back across for Nuccio. Nuccio puts the backhander in. Fought off by the elite goaltender. Roche comes around. He's going to play it to the point for Fazio. Fazio collects it. I hear all the talking. Let's cycle it back down the wall. Nuccio will recover this one. He's hit and pinned along the wall looking for some help. Gavelbeck steps in to help him. The lead outnumbers us, and they come out the far side, but they'll collect it. They'll try to get up that center seam. Pocket is picked. That puck's bouncing around. We're trying to find it. Flipped out. And the lead hockey gets out. They got the step, but a good stick. Roche collects this one. He's coming in. He drags past one. He drags past two. Trying to get back to the forehand. Gets in. Big stop made. Big stop made by the elite goaltender. So we're starting to settle in here. Getting some opportunities going towards the net. Spittle between Pacelli and Punti. Nooner and Shaner. That's dropped. Pacelli wanted it. I think Punti got a stick on it, and Leak collects it and recovers, and they're going the other way with it. Good step. Good challenge by Shane. We'll get past him, but he has the support of Spittle. We talk about that layering. We talk about the support. And now that was left out in front. Pucciarero picks it up. He's coming down the center seam. He's got one to beat. Makes a move. Loads up. Hits a shin pad. Pacelli into the corner to gain control of this one. Puck battle ensues. Like a groundhog. Pucciarero comes out of it. He finds Spittle, who loaded up like a Ovechkin. Fought off. Pacelli regains control. He puts out in front for Pucciarero. Rebound opportunity. Second opportunity put back by Declan Spittle. So we're getting pucks out in front into that primary scoring area, right? And again, first one is put on, rebounds there. We have bodies going to the net or stick down, looking to put it back. They all count the same. So that one, all three forwards touched it again. Pacelli to Punti. Rebound opportunity picked up by Spittle. I think it's a 2-0 lead. And they marked us up to 3. 4:55 left in the first period. PHC leading 2-0. So they get us back down. PHC 2-0. Center ice face off. Max Nasty. Bubba Carr. Jersey barrier up front. Fazio, an hour on the back end. Carr bumps, allowing Whitney to step through the lane and play it forward, but it's collected and shipped back forward where Fazio will collect. We'll turn and go off the wall. Carr finds it. Carr stretches that ice to Winton, who was calling for it. Puck's been freezing right in that area on the far side around the red line, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But play continues. Barrow will collect this one inside his own zone. He's going to take some extra real estate. He'll slow things down. There's it to Winton. Winton collect. He's bodied off the puck. We don't see that often. Cut back across. Challenged by Carr. They throw it back in on Ellie. Stops it. Hangs on to it. We'll have a defensive zone draw to the right of Miss Shaw. We'll go full change. Anuccio. G. Spittle. Sander and Nooner on the back end. Puck is dropped. Spittle ties up. Puck is left behind the net where Shane will pick it up. He's going to get his eyes up. Fumbles it behind the net as the forecheck is put on, but Spittle's there in that support system. Low and slow. He'll skate it into the white ice, chip it forward, and Nuccio trying to play it back to him, but it hits a elite player, and they're trying to collect it north of the blue line and play it back in. They play it down the wall where Nuno will collect it. Go D to Shane. Shane has white ice, so he'll hit Nuccio inside the dot line, so Nuccio leaves it for Spittle. Spittle steps in. He's got Gerberbeck driving back post and plays it across looking for him. Stick to side by Elite, and Elite will come the other way. They're going to gain the puck. They're going to get out of the zone. Cut off by Shaner. Recovered by Spittle. Elite will keep forechecking. Spittle will get behind Ellie's cage. Before the breaks on, he'll come back. Plays it up the wall looking for Nuccio. It's cut off. Read by Elite, but they play back across the side. Chipped ahead by Shaner, and then Nuccio, the pressure on. He gets it out in the neutral zone. Spittle tries to chip it forward. Running into some traffic. Fazio coming off the bench. Met by a forechecker. Elite has the puck. They step in. Good stick. Good challenge at the last minute by Ethan Nunez, and that puck gets into the corner. We're a little discombobulated as we had all three forwards on the same side there. We're trying to spread back out. And we do. Splayed ahead to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck collects it. When you get into that neutral zone, he's going to drive wide. He beats one. He's got a Nuccio with him. We'll play it across to Nuccio. Loads up, fires. Big save made. Rebounds there. Gerberbeck chips it home. So beautiful, 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 beautiful. Hey, I'm going to get past. I'm going to draw the traffic to him. He sees the whole way. There was also communication as Max was calling for it. He calls for it, gets it, puts it on the pads, and guess what? Center net drive after he moves the puck. He drives to the net, Gerberbeck, with his stick down. Dave, it's that simple. We've been talking about it for months. Pucks and bodies to the net, driving center net. No flybys. Nope, not here. Flybys only happen in Newark Airport. With the government shutdown, there's a lot of delayed circling happening. But it's played back across. Played into the corner. Fazio will chip it to Pucciarello. Like what I see there. Pucciarello steps out. He plays it back. Then Roach steps out in front. Save made. Pacelli's there to put it back. Still loose. Pacelli gains control. He'll come around the net with it. I thought he was going to try to hit the Mishi. Just played it back out in front. Roach collects it. He's going to step out front. He plays the Pucciarello. Pucciarello tries to go top buck. He goes up and over the net. Gets over. Good cut off. Fazio will keep it the point. He'll play it down to Pacelli. Pacelli's going to walk off the wall with this one. Drags past. He gets his eyes up. Plays it across. Left. Fired. Rebound. Rebound still loose. And now they swallow that one up. Good puck movement. Beautiful puck movement. I hear the communication from where I'm at in the press box. They're moving pucks. They're getting pucks to the net. I like what I see. 1:41 left in the first period. PHC hanging on to a 3-0 lead here in East Haven, Connecticut. You're just joining us. We got Spittle between the Jersey Barrier and Bubba. And Shaner and Nooner on the back end. Spittle pushes this one back. Witten steps through. He collects it. He's going to fire this one to the net. It's fought off and worn. Carr calls off Witten. Chip and foot is kept in at the point by Shaner. Shaner will play it to Witten. Witten turns. Playing, looking for Carr. Carr controls the stick and lets it go through the Spittle. Chipped in just wide. Now a puck battle ensues below me. Witten gains control. He plays it to Spittle. Witten collects it. We'll turn with it. Runs into some traffic and now Elite's coming the other way. Good contained by Ethan Nunez. Good battle. Unable to get it out. So 1 minute left in this period. We'll gain control. We'll calmly handle it. Runner goes in the net to Shaner. Shaner will try to strip that ice or flip that ice. He does. He gets it to Witten. Witten tries to flip it back. He finds Carr. They're on sides. Carr's going to drive down the lane. Fires it in. Save made as Spittle was arriving. He had more time to go back across. But we'll use this opportunity. 43.5 seconds left in the period. Offensive zone draw to the left of the Elite goaltender here. Rochi between G. Plays it to GG. Stands on that one. We're trying to find it. Rochi will leave it out to the point for Maurer. Maurer will walk it down the wall. He fires it to the net. Goaltender fucking stops that one as he scoops it up with the catch glove as we had bodies going to the net. So now we'll have an offensive zone draw, 33.6 clicks left on it. To the right of the elite goaltender. That's one back to the point. Maurer goes D to D with it. Fazio is going to walk. He's going to fire. That hits a skate in front, but Rochi finds it. Move it, and they're coming the other way with numbers. The flash closes the gap, cuts it off, and then Rochi's there with his relentless back support. They step off the wall. They step inside the dots. They play back across. Fought off. Now Gerberbeck gains control. He exits the zone with the stick, puck on the stick. He pulls up at the blue line, and we step off sides. As we got horizontal at the blue line. Anuchuk tried to throw the brakes on, unable to do so. So whistle dead, 4.9 clicks left on it. We'll go center ice face off. I don't know if I agree with that call, but ice face off, puck is dropped, tied up, fired in, horn will sound. First break, 3-0. Stay with us. We'll be back for second period action in about 120 seconds. All right, we're back for second period action here. Ellie Shaw's come down to the far end, take the crease right below me. Right below the Robert Becker press box here in East Haven, Connecticut. We got Declan Spittle out between Pookie and the money man, Dylan Pacelli, looking to mint a coin or two himself and tickle that twine today. Yoder and Shane are on the back end to start this one. Excuse me. Looking for that high compete. Three periods through. Puck is dropped. We're underway. Elite. Step across. They'll gain the line. Fire it back across. It's into the corner. So they'll read it. They'll try to go out to the point. They get it there. Good challenge. Good lane. An angle on that puck pursued by Pintrero. Puck is left there. They'll come out the far side. They'll go out to the point again. They fire it back in. It bounces wide of Ellie. We'll get up to the sidewall where Elite will collect this one. Play it back across, but that's right into Pacelli's lane. He plays it ahead to Pintrero, and now we go. It's across the red, across the blue. We'll enter the line. Pushed outside. He cuts back up. Has a chip and pass. Gets through. Played ahead. Now in the neutral zone. Fazio go D to Shannon. Shannon will take some white ice. He's going to gain the line. He drops to Pacelli. Pacelli plays it over to Pintrero. Pintrero gets to the dots. Trying to fire it back across. It hits the skates of a defender. And now we're coming the other way. Good challenge in that neutral zone. Trying to play defense with our feet moving forward as much as possible. Shannon will collect this one. We'll stop and come right back up. Plays it out to Pacelli. Pacelli trying to get out into that center seam. Gets off an elite stick, but it gets out into the neutral zone. Shipped ahead for Spittle. Spittle trying to turn and get it deep, but it's fought off and played back ahead. Pacelli will collect. He'll leave it in soft ice off the boards for Pintrero. Pintrero turns with it. He enters the line. He's going to drag across. He pulls up. He loads. He fires. Hits a stick and gets in the back of the net. So pucks to the net. Trying to play east to west. And again, traffic in front of the net. It's pucks and bodies to the net. Creating chaos in front of that net. And I know they've been competing, trying to make quicker decisions in tight areas. We love what we're seeing so far. 4-0 PHC, 13:27 left in the second period. Now we got Rochi, Winton, and Carr. It's one back to Maurer. Maurer plays it ahead to Fazio. Fazio is met by a forecheck, but We're going to get in on that. And the hands go up. I think that one was called by the bench. But they're going to get Fazio into the box. Let's see what the they're going to go trip. Again, Homer referee here. Or a little bit maybe of the Homer referee. Homer broadcast crew. The elite player was dumped to the ice, but I didn't think it was too much. So we got Witten and Carr, Roche and Mao. Hey, it's 5-on-4. Someone's playing D. You guys are aware, right? Someone's playing D. So 5-on-4, Roche, who's our relentless PK player. He's out there, as that happens, with a line of a lot of traditional defensemen. So it's one into the corner, it's chipped back out the boards. Roche will collect it. We'll exit the zone and play it ahead for Witten. Witten will get across the red line. These are for Roche. Roche follows it up. And now they're going to call it offsides. My angle, I'm behind the play. I can't tell. So we'll have a neutral zone ball just outside. Roche chips it forward. He'll gain the line himself. It's fought off. Carr will get a stick on it. He's going to take a look. We'll play it into the zone. Or they'll cut it off. They'll chip it back across. Roche cuts it off. Ties it up. Push down the board. Where Maurer will step to this one. Puck battle ensues in the scoring circle. Letting some pivotal seconds tick off, but Elite comes out of it with a good body angle by Maurer. Maurer will play it off the end boards of Carr. Carr turns with it. We'll play it ahead for Roche. Chipped and kept in. Carr follows it up. They chip past. Roche there in support. Contains. Carr steps to that puck. We'll chip it back behind Ellie's net. Puck battle ensues. And now they're going to get Carr for the trip. So now we're going to go 5-on-3 for 29 seconds. So we got Fazio and Carr in for the tripping, twinning. We got Spittle, Shaner, Nooner. 29 seconds face off to the right of Miss Shaw. Got to stay out of the box. We seem to do this to ourselves every week where we go through a period where we start partying in the penalty box. It's played across, it's fired back in, hits a body, gets into the corner. Shane will pressure. We'll walk past. We'll play it out in front. Ellie kicks it aside. We'll get up the wall. Spittle challenges. They'll play it back down. Nunez will collect. He's going to go off the wall with it. Karen's off. That gets a member roll. Spittle will collect it. He's going to turn. He'll fire it out. It's going to be kept at the point. We'll walk in. They fire. Gets through. Gets wide. We killed one of them off. Shaner will collect behind the net. We'll try to flip this one out. It's worn by an elite forechecker, but second effort gets out into the neutral zone, and Nietzsche's buried. They play it ahead. They load up. They fire. It's in on Ellie. She saw it the whole way. She squeezes it with her catch glove. 40 seconds left on the second man down. Defensive zone draw to the right of Miss Shaw. Fazio, Maurer, Roche back out. Trying to kill the remainder of this one off. Bounces around. Gerberbeck jumps through the seam. He collects it. He's going to skate this one out. Alertly drives wide. Takes what's given to him. That's a nice bump off the puck. That was the old art of the hip check. The elite trying to get it out into the neutral zone. Third effort they do. Fazio gets it. He'll play it back to Billy. Billy's got some time. He gets his eyes up. He'll step across. He'll play it out in the neutral zone off the boards for Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck hits across the red. It's across the blue. Will buy some time and leaves it for Roche. Roche steps down the lane. Met by a poke check, and Elite's coming back the other way. Fazio and Maurer there. Fazio chips to the side out in the half ice. Or to the half wall. He'll challenge, and Roche will get behind the net with it. He'll turn. He'll get his toes up. He's got some white ice out in front of him. He plays it ahead to Pucciari, who's coming and replacing Carr out of the box at the blue line, but unable to surf through that last defender. Chipped up the boards, kept in by Roche momentarily. Puchero steps in the lane, he collects it, he turns, he fires. Blockered and gloved and held on to by the elite goalkeeper. So 10:26, second period. Just joining us, PHC hanging on to a 4-0 lead. Just killed off a 5-on-3 successfully. So hopefully we can settle down, stay out of the box here. Spittle wins this one. Puchero trying to get it and collect it. Turns, puts it in the net. Pacelli gets it. Between the legs, trying to get it upstairs. Fought off. Spittle gains control behind the net. He'll walk around with it. He's looking for Puchero. Turn. He doesn't like what he sees. He looks back out in front for Puchero. Stick to side, but gets to the point where it's by Nunez. Nunez will turn. He'll fire towards the net. It's going to be knocked down, flipped, and coming the other way is elite hockey. They're going to get across the red. They're going to cross the blue. Outside the dots. Play it back across. Fired in. Bodied off by back-checking Spittle. That gets caught in the referee's feet, but Shane is able to recover and collect calmly. We'll go off the end boards to Nunez. Nunez plays it up to Puchero. Puchero turns, gets it out in the neutral zone, trying to play it back into that center seam. It's behind. Elite picks it up. They gain the line. They'll step outside the dots. Play it back across. Bouncing around. It gets out in front. It's kept in at the point. Bounces around. Stick on it by Puchero. Lifts a stick. Elite collects. They turn. They fire. Gets the side of the net. They'll collect behind the net, but Shaner there to cut that off, and Spittle in the support. Able to collect it and chip it ahead to Pacelli. Pacelli leaves it up front for Puchero. Puchero's riding off that puck. Regains control. Plays across to Pacelli. Gets through the feet. Gets out to the half wall where Spittle will pick it up. Spittle's bumped off the puck. Puchero collects it. Tries to chip it out front. Gets under the stick. Nunez collects at the point. He fires. And now the arm's up for another delayed call on PHC. Elita Hockey gains the line. PHC gains control. And whistle. 20 blue. I didn't see what they gave him. So we'll go back to the man down. We got Carl, Winton, Maurer, and Fazio. Carr ties up beautifully, kicks it back to Maurer. Maurer will get back behind his own cage. Plays it to Fazio. Fazio will play ahead to Winton. Winton will get it out and chip it down. Not going to have enough legs, so the icing will be waved off. Carl will put the forecheck on. Play ahead. Maurer steps to 50-50, pokes it back down the wall. Carl will put the forecheck on, force him back up the wall. Collect will step off the wall, trying to stretch that ice to get it across. Fazio is trying to keep him outside the dot lines. Reverse up. Set up on that half wall. They play it back, they turn, they fire. Ellie sees it, squeezes it, hangs onto it. So we'll go right dot of Miss Shaw. We'll get Roche, Minucciuk out there with Shander Nooner. You don't see that every day. We had 4 of our traditional defensemen killing that one off with Winton and Carr up front. Maurer on the back end. Elite gains control. They go D to D. They load. They fire. It's fired in. Fought off. And this plays it ahead. And chips past. Gets through the body check. Gets it out. Off the wall. It's Roche. Roche's got one to beat. Drags through. He's in. Hauled down. Plays it back in. The rebound's there. Elite touches it. And we're going to have a tripping penalty as Roche dangled. I mean, he hit the nasty mitts. All the defenseman could do was try to restrict that shot. If he's unrestricted, it's tickle and twine. So we'll be 4-on-4 for 28 clicks, and then we'll go man up. That man up opportunity, as always, no matter what state we're broadcasting from, brought to you by my favorite place, Dunlop's Bar and Grill. Stop in. Tell them Gracie Carr sent you this weekend. Minucciuk collects. He'll put it down the wall. Spot off. Roche collects. We'll get on it in the corner. Turns up. He's buried. Meets up there. And we get a hook. Hooking is the call. So we are now entering the man up as a second infraction was called on elite hockey down that far end. So we go man up, brought to you today at Dunlop's Bar and Grill. Tell them to stop in, tell them Gracie sent you this weekend. We got Pacelli, we got Rochi, Fazio, and Maurer. They're trying to get it to Pacelli unmarked. Elite will play this out. It's going to be kept in by Fazio. Goes D to Maurer. Maurer will walk with it. He loads, he fires. Blocker to side. Rebound opportunity there. Just in time played out as Pacelli was crashing that net. It's played back into the center seam. Rochi steps inside the dots. He chips it across, looking for a streaking Maurer. Now we're 5-on-3 as Puncherero gains the fold. Rochi will play it to Punti. We'll load up. We'll go back to the point from Fazio. Fazio walks in. He's down the center seam. He fires. Rebound opportunities there. Pacelli gets a stick on it. Puts it in the back of the net. So again, that's how we draw it up. Pucks and bodies to the net, creating chaos for the goalkeeper. Fazio steps down that center lane. Rebound put back by Pacelli. Good puck movement. That's how you draw it up. They'll come down. They'll give a little flyby to Ellie. Saying, let's go. So now we got Spittle between Gerberbeck and Carr, Winton and Fazio on the back end. 39 comes out, 58 seconds on the board, right? So the 58 seconds should remain. We're man up. Dunlop's dude up for another 58 seconds. PHC extending the lead to 5-0 with the money man strike there. Minting himself a coin. Gerberbeck gains that one. He gains the line. Carr will keep it deep. Or actually leaves it for Fazio. Fazio will put down the Carr. Carr's going to play it back across. It hits the skates. It gets out to Fazio. Fazio will play it down the Spittle. Spittle will turn. Trying to get down. He's met by a stick. It gets out into the neutral zone. Fazio will collect. He's got time. He's going to take the center seam. He's going to gain the rush. Winton will cover for him. And Fazio goes top cheddar. He goes top bunk. The old Mohawk slick back celebration. He extends the lead to 6-0. 6:24 left in the second period. Power play strikes. So Fazio reading the play, understanding he had some time and space, and he hit that white seam. He marked right down the Royal Road, and he did not disappoint. And so in center ice face-off, Rochi, Punti, Pacelli, Maurer and Shane are on the back end now. Shift forward. Elite gets in the R's line. They're met by a couple sticks and back checks. They gain in. They play it back across. Good challenge by Billy Maurer. Putrell will cut it. He'll hit the Max Roach in the center seam. Max driving down. He splits him. He's in all alone. He makes a move. Plays it across to Pacelli, who buries it. So beautiful, beautiful puck movement. Making them defend east to west, and there's no selfish play on that. He's in all alone, and he knows he has support coming with him. We talked about it earlier in the year, and we're starting to see it get put in. We're starting to think about the game. We're starting to communicate and play as a unit, and it's very hard to defend, certainly even harder to goalkeep moving left to right, east to west, and that's what we made him do there. Tickled the twine for the 7th time today. Elite will collect this one in their own zone. Right up the boards, it gets lost in the feet of the winger. Maurer's there to keep. Gets chipped back out in the neutral zone, but that support system, that layer's there where Rochi collected it, gives it to Shaner. Shaner will pull back. They go D to Maurer. Maurer will open up. Play it back across. Shane will take the white ice that's in front of him as Pacelli left it for him. Shane winds, fires. That hits the breezers of an elite player. But they'll hit and pin off. And now they're coming the other way. Puncherero steps in trying to keep it at the point as he was in a covered situation. They play it back forward. They pull up, they load, they fire. Ellie blockers it off. Rochi there to collect it in the corner. We'll drive up the wall. Now he's got his toes up. He's going to chip it ahead to Pucciarello. Pucciarello drags past. He's going to gain the line. He drags past another. Then met by a back checking stick. And chip it forward. It's collected by Fazio at the red line. Chip back forward. Rochi follows it up. He gains control. He's going to gain the line. He's got one to beat. He's got Pacelli with him. He looks. He sells pass. Plays it back across. Kicked aside by the elite goalkeeper. Now we're coming the other way. Elite's driving in. Nunez is there to challenge. They turn. They fire it in. It gets wide of Ellie's net. Fazio will collect it. Turn up the boards. Off the feet, but he has Rochi there. Rochi turns. He hits Anuccio, who was leaking behind the defender. The defender's able to get off the bench and get back. Anuccio drops it to Pucciarello. The gray team gets a stick on it, and they're coming the other way. With numbers, they're coming fast. Nunez is back to contain. Spittle's there to back check. They let Ellie have shots. She fights it off beautifully. Spittle will collect this one. He's going to come back behind Ellie's cage. Leaves it for Fazio. Fazio has his toes up. He'll drag, buy some time. He flips that ice out into the neutral zone for Gerbevec. Gets off his stick and gets down into the lead end. Chipped off the backboards. Played out front for Spittle. Spittle turns, fires. It's fought off. Elite will try to come out the other side with it. It's going to be kept in by Maurer. Bouncing around. He collects it. They flip it out wide. Now they're coming back at us. Shane's there. They'll play it deep in. Shane will get this one himself. Gets back behind the net. He'll throw the brakes on. Throws up the board looking for Gerbevec. Gerbevec collects. He's got some time and space. Trying to kick it back to his feet. Draws some attention. Drags past. And now we're going the other way. Gerbevec will gain the line. Tries to drag in. He collects it. Plays it back out front for looking for a Nutzuk who blew an edge and went down. And now the puck's coming the other way. But Maurer and Shane are back. Spittle's putting the back pressure on. They play it through. It's sticked aside by Shaner. Maurer will collect. Do some extra estate. We'll come back behind Ellie's cage and then he'll reverse up. He's going to play it ahead. Gerbevec collects this one on the back end. He plays it ahead for Anuccio. Plays it right back to Gerbevec. Gerbevec will drive wide. He steps back inside the dots. He tries to slide it across looking for Anuccio or Spill. But it's fought off by Elite and they throw it out. Nunez will collect this. He walks the line. He steps in. He fires off a shin pad. Elite collects and now they're coming the other way. Good second effort and recovery by Nunez. Fazio tries to get it deep, but they chip past him. Fazio recovers, fights it off, leaves the puck for Spittle. Spittle gains the line. They're going to say we're offsides as I thought we were on. You're allowed 1 foot. That was a beautiful pirouette. Single axle. Maybe a free turn thrown by Michael Witten. I thought there was only 1 foot in, 1 foot in the air, but they call him dead for the offside, so we'll line up. We got Carr, Rochi, Witten, Nooner, and Fazio. Nooner will throw this one in. It's into the line. Play back around, gets on the Carr stick as he read that lane. He plays it out in front, gets through. Try to come out the other side with it. Kept in by Rochi. Rochi gets off the wall. Pass one, not pass through. They chip past. Fazio's there in the layer and support system. He's got Carr on that far boards. He couldn't get it there. We'll buy some time, and now he gets his toes up. He sees it. He'll find Carr. Carr will gain the line. Leaves it for Rochi. Rochi's going to step back. He plays it inside the dots. Carr loads up. He fires. Fought off by the goalkeeper. Carr collects. Plays it back in. Blocker to side. Nuno will step. He gets a stick on it. And again, Winton will collect this one. He'll turn right back up. Plays it across into the center for Rochi. Rochi will turn with it. Drags in. And gain the line. I guess they're saying we got a little too horizontal there. There might have been a piece of some plastic blinker left on the jersey barrier, and that must have been hanging over the blue line as they call us dead. We're offside. Now we got Spittle, Punti, Pilselli. Maurer and Shaner. Puck's drop. Spittle gains control. He gains the line. He's drawing down the center. He tries to drag. He gets in. He's in all alone. Makes a move. Deposits in the back of the net. 1:23 left on the second period clock. We're taking 8-0 lead. So nice face off. Same line. Draw it up. Do it again. Push forward, collected by Shane. He'll go D to D to Maurer. Maurer will turn with it. He hits Spittle in that center seam on the forehand. And gain the line. Looks to pull up. Leave Puncharelli, buy some time, and put it back to the point to Maurer. Maurer's going to walk in. He'll go down the boards with it. Gets into the corner. Spittle will collect. Steps off the wall. Steps across. Turns. Maurer's back now. He plays it to Puncharelli. Good puck movement. Trying to get them to move east to west and make it difficult for them. Good stick by Shayna. Followed up, fired in. Ellie kicks to the side calmly. Elite will collect it. But then it's one forward to Puncharelli. Puncharelli gets it out, looking for Spittle on that far side. We'll get in after forecheck. It's chipped out of the neutral zone. Chip past. Shayna will be there to collect at his own blue line. He'll turn. Going to lose a lot of extra real estate, but he'll play it back up to Pacelli. Drags past, steps out into that center. Comes across the goal mouth. He'll play it ahead for Puncharelli. Puncharelli takes a look. He'll step back. Gets out into the center seam. I hear the communication. I hear the puck calling. But he'll skate this one down. He'll get into the zone. Plays it across to Spittle. Spittle plays it to Pacelli at the back post. Goaltender makes a huge sliding stop. But again, with 4.9 seconds left on the second period clock, instead of just wasting a puck on net, we're trying to move that puck to the guy that's driving the net that has the primary scoring opportunity. Love what I'm seeing. Puck is dropped. We tied up. Spittle ties up. Sully steps through. He fires it towards the goal mouth. Runs around. Fazio loads up. Gets through. Hits a shin pad. Bouncing around. Horn will sound. We will go into the second intermission period break. Hanging on to an 8-0 lead. Hopefully we can stay consistent and keep driving like hungry dogs. And look, we're looking for that puck movement. We've been talking about it the last 2 years, and it's starting to click for them. They're starting to think the game. They're starting to move as a unit and make them play east to west. So stay with us. We'll be back 120 seconds. All right, we're back for the third period of the day up here in East Haven, Connecticut. PHC taking on Connecticut Elite Hockey Academy, newest member of the AYHL. Third period, we talk about it. It's consistent play. We want to continue to see the puck movement and the layer of support everywhere on the ice. We got Fazio and Carr on the back end. Rochi between Gerbevec and Nooner up front. Puck is dropped. That's going to be one out to the wall. Carr will get back on this one. He'll collect it. He's going to use some extra real estate. He'll go D to D. Gets his toes up quickly to Fazio. Fazio finds Rochi in that center seam. It's left for Nunez. Nunez will gain the line. He'll get it down, wrap it around the boards. Gerbevec trying to put the pressure on, trying to find that puck. Rochi collects it. And step it around. It's onto his forehand. He's met by pressure, but he wins it. Comes off the wall with it. But Elite will chip it forward. And now we're going the other way. Carr's trying to close that gap. He'll lay out, and he's going to go to the box for the trip because he didn't want to let him. So he'll get the interference call. They're going to see whether they're going to give a shot. So they'll give Elite the penalty shot as he was unabated from the far blue line as they hit the stretch. So it's Ellie Shaw trying to stand tall here. That's the speed, fires, and gets through. So the lead edge takes the 8-1 lead. On the penalty strike. So now we got the ensuing face-off. You got Spittle between the Newtsiok and Winton, Maurer and Shaner. Shaner will go off the end boards to Maurer. Maurer will go back to Shaner. With the chip forward, Spittle will collect. He gets his eyes up to draw some attention. Then plays it across to Winton. Winton's challenged at the end of that one, but he's wearing it. Oh, he's buried from behind. No call? No call there. So we're going to go back out the other way. I feel that if that was Winton delivering that pain, we would have gotten whistled. If that's a smaller player on a bigger player, they opt not to call it. So Elite steps into the zone. Stay outside the dots. Shane lays out, gets a stick on it. Maurer will collect it. Volley pops it out. It's played with a high stick, but collected by Spittle, so that high stick is negated. Spittle playing off the boards, try to collect it himself, but Elite chips it forward. Maurer will collect this one. It's down. He'll play it off the end boards to Shaner. Shaner plays it up to Anutsiuk. Anutsiuk's got some time and space. He's going to drive. He's going to try to drive wide. He fights down the boards. He's met by the defender who steps out and buries him. Again, nothing called. Puck battle ensues. It's played out, chipped out in the neutral zone, and now we're coming the other way. Played back across. Ellie fights it off with the blocker. Warned by Carr, and then gets played back in. Ellie makes a big stop. So we're getting caught there along the boards on this side, a little too aggressive. So we'll have a defensive zone draw to the left of Miss Shaw, because as we get sucked into those boards and we're trying to play aggressive there, we're starting to create odd man rushes the other way, and they're hitting our line, trying to make us play east to west. Works both ways. When it's chipped forward, Pacelli gets into the lane. He's trying to chip past. It's kept in. Played back up. Pucciarero jumps in that lane. He plays it ahead to Pacelli. Pacelli's got Roach and Carr coming with him. Pacelli gets it in the line. They chip it back forth, and now again we're getting too aggressive. So we got numbers coming the other way. They fire back across. Pucciarero stick in the lane. Chips it ahead, looking for Pacelli. Collect it by Pucciarero. Played ahead for Roach. Roach's got a step. He'll drag in. He gets inside the dots, trying to get it across to Pacelli. It's stick the side at the last minute. Pucciarero picks a pocket, tries to play it back across for Pacelli. Gets sticked in on net. Fought off by Elite Edge. Elite Hockey. Keeping this one at an 8-1 deficit. 11:59 left in the third period. That one's chipped forward. Elite jumps through the lane. Now they got numbers coming the other way. Good recovery by Maurer. Hands him off to the other side, and Spittle collects that one. He's coming back towards me. He's got Gerberbeck with him. He chips in the soft ice. Spittle will get there. He's going to get his heads up. He's looking for Gerberbeck. Plays it off the end boards, collects it, plays it back out in front. Gerberbeck fires it in. Big glove stop. Beautiful puck movement. Spittle had made his decision up early. He knew what he was doing with the puck. Gets it on the Gerberbeck, and Gerberbeck, quick release, but the goaltender set, makes a big time stop. We got Spittle between Nooner, Gerby. Gerby collects in front. He'll turn, he'll fire, gets wide. We get into the corner. He'll try to come up the boards. Are ridden off by Gerberbeck and thrown forward, chipped ahead, and now they'll collect it and come out into the neutral zone. They're trying to chip it forward. Good stick by Shaner. Nunez calls off his defensive guy, trying to take it out himself. Kept in by Elite, and now they'll try to go to work and play east or west, but they play it ahead. Nooner collects this one. Defender blows a tire. Nooner's got a step. Gerberbeck stays on side, trying to play it back across to him and hits the feet of the elite defenders. But Spittle collects and gains the line. He's inside the dots. Plays it across to Gerberbeck. Kept out of the back of the net. Now they're coming the other way. Fazio will contain. Play it back across. Good stick. Collect it. Chip forward. Gerberbeck's got some white ice. He's got Spittle. He's going to gain the line. Drags it past. Lost in the feet. Coming the other way. Ed Deck and Spittle screaming for that puck. Carr will step to this one. Gets a stick on it. Rides him off. And then he's going to go. And now he's done for the day. That's his fourth penalty. So he'll have to sit the second one. It's a waste of gas mileage and tolls. Playing the puck. So they'll exit him to the bench or to the dressing room early. 10:18 left in this one. So he's got to leave. They got a conference. That is the fourth minor on him. Does not matter that it's a penalty shot. So the call, they're conferencing over there. It's the fourth minor. He got called for the trip on the penalty shot. That does not matter. So he'll be gone for the day. As it still gets recorded as a minor. It is not a foregone penalty on the penalty shot. So trying to sort that out. $10-18 left in this one. They're trying to sort out the infraction with Coach Benton. 8-1 PHC. And they probably gave him another one as they just put Pincherero in the box. So that'll be his fourth and his fifth on the day. Actually, no, they're letting him go to the locker room. They're putting Pincherero in the box because he cannot touch the ice coming out of the penalty. So we'll take an early exit. We'll have to wait for him to exit the ice, and then we'll get underway. 5-on-4, so they're trying to figure out what to do in that situation. They get it right. The player has to leave on the fourth penalty, and they were trying to figure out, do you put someone in the box so when that penalty expires, you get your full roster back. So a little break in the action. They get it right. Roche will win this one forward. It's going to be kept in by Elite. We'll look to set up a fire back in. It gets through, gets wide. We got a Nutsiuk and Roche up front with Fazio and Witten on the back end. Fazio's going to turn with it. Trying to collect it on the end ball. Puck battle ensues on that end ball. Elite will come out the far side with it. They'll play it up to the point. They'll walk, fire it. That's through and in the back of the net. Hit a couple sticks, lifted a couple legs. So Elite strikes on the power play opportunity. 9:47 left in the third period. Elite taking it to a 6-goal lead. Puck battle ensues in the corner. Spittle's there trying to move it. Chips it ahead. Pincherero gains control. He's got Pacelli out in that center seam. He drags past. He's going 1-on-2. Throws it towards the net. Gets off of Pacelli's feet. Bouncing around in front. Pincherero will collect it. Put down the ball. Pacelli will step to this behind the net. Spittle collects. Plays down front for Pacelli. Onto the stick. We're fighting through it. Pinchero's there. Elite wins it back out to the point. Shane will step in. He winds up. He fires. Gets wide off the end boards. Gets out to the far point where Maurer will collect. He'll put it down behind the net. Shelley will get to this one. Plays it back behind Pincherero. Pincherero collects. Walks down front. Turns. Fires. Fought off by the goalkeeper. Stick. Challenged by Pacelli. They play it ahead. Kept in by Shaner. Shaner will turn and fire. Quick whistle by the referees. That one was loose, but goaltender either way, able to jump on it. We'll have a offensive zone draw left of the Elite goal. Roche between Nutsiuk, Gervek with Winton, and Fazio on the back end. Goes into the corner. Wrapped around the boards. Gerberbeck will get on his horse. He'll cut it off on the half wall. Tries to chip to Winton. Winton will play it back down to Gerberbeck. Play back up. Kept by Winton. Then Rocha will pick it up and he'll step out and try to regroup in the neutral zone. He gets his toes up. He's across. He's past one. He's past two. Driving down the sidewall. Gets into the corner off the end wall to himself. Pulls up. Looking for Gerberbeck. Plays to Fazio at the point. Fazio will walk with it. We'll turn back down. Plays it in the corner for Nutsiuk. Nutsiuk will collect. Tries to go off the end wall. He's met by an Elite player. Knocked off the puck. Nothing called, and now we're coming the other way. Fazio's back to contain. Keep him outside that dot line. He's got the support of Roach in the layer. We play it back out in front. It's going to get all the way out in the neutral zone. Anuccio putting the forecheck on, forcing to make a play. They fumble the puck. Anuccio steps in, drags across, fires. Kept out of the back of the net. Gerberbeck will collect this one. Trying to play it out in front, and Roche was screaming for that puck. Roche will step forward. He'll play it out in front. Gets through the feet, turns, fires, kick the side. It's still loose. The lead hockey selling out, collecting the puck, and they'll try to get it out of the zone. They do into the neutral zone as that puck was sitting there. We had opportunities. Couldn't find it. Witten will go back. He'll collect it. Played ahead for Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck will collect this one. He'll pull up. Ships it back ahead. Elite will come behind their own end. Play it back ahead. It's cut off by Spittle. Futura tries to pick a pocket. Pacelli tries to pick a pocket. Elite's moving the other way with it to get inside the line. Good back check by Spittle. Pacelli will collect this one. Plays it ahead to Witten. Come off the wall with it. They fire it back across. Gets in. Ellie fights it off. Pacelli picks it up. He's got some white ice in front of him. He finds Pucciarello. Pucciarello is buried. Nothing called. We are dealing with homer referees here all day in East Haven, Connecticut. Pucciarello collects this one. Plays it back ahead to Spittle. Spittle will drive center lane. He pulls up. Loads up. He tries to play it back to Pucciarello. Loses but regains control. Finds Pucciarello stepping across. He loads and fires. Fought off and squeezed under the armpit and held onto by the Elite goalkeeper. So we'll have an offensive zone draw to the right of Elite. 5:50 left in this one. PHC hanging on to an 8-2 lead. We got Roach between Anuccio and Gerberbeck. Maurer and Nunez on the back end. Roach neutralizes the stick, plays it back ahead. They play it forward. Stick is removed from a hand. And now we're going to get a call for the slash. 86 will go to the box. For the slash, we seem to do this to ourselves every week. Get into a flow, and then we start throwing parties in the sin bin. .540 left in this one, 8-2. Nunez will collect this one and put it off the wall. Nunez will put it up the wall. Set up, will go to the point. Gets in, gets deflected, gets wide. Maurer will collect. We'll reverse back on the end boards. He'll come back the other way. Gets back onto his forehand, plays it across to Nooner. Nooner will go full end of the ice. And he's tipped as that puck is spinning. He will be waved off, and Micho puts the forecheck on. The Elite will step to it, collect it, and then we'll move it out. Moving the other way. Doing the PHC line drop. Guy entering late. Good stick. Chip forward. Kept in, fired in. Gets off the side of Ellie's net. Shaner will throw it off the end wall. Nunez will step to it. It's played out. Kept in at the point. Played back across. Played back in. Nunez will collect it. Plays it back ahead. Chip forward. Played back down the half wall. Roche able to recover, get back into his box. Challenges again. Stops that scoring threat. But they walk through, they drag past. Fired in. Luckily it gets wide. Roche gets there, trying to play it up the wall. He blows an edge. Now it's coming in. The penalty expires, so we killed that one off. It's fired in. Ellie fights it off. Trying to stretch that ice, but it's kept in by Elite. Sustained pressure here. Roche trying to get off the wall with it. He's hauled down. Arm finally goes up for an Elite penalty. We played the other way. Pucciarello gets to it. We'll pull up. He's looking for someone coming late. We'll come back down the wall with it. Little 10-2 action. Steps through, drags in. Leaves it for Roche. Roche plays it back to him. They bury it in the back of the net. Beautiful puck movement. Unselfish play. Shell shot, moves it to Roche. Rather than jamming it home, Roche plays it back to Punti and tickles the twine for the 9th time today. 3:36 left in this one, 9-2. That's up the head. Pacelli gains the line. He's trying to drag it in, lifts his stick. We'll put it in the corner. Warren back, thrown back across, gets paddled aside. Kept in by Shaner. Shaner will collect this one. He leaves it for Punti. Punti will play it down the end wall for Shaner. Shaner will play it back up the wall, gets past Punti. Spittle there, covering, able to collect and keep. Drives down the wall, he walks it in. He's got Pacelli sliding across. Cell shot, gives it to Pacelli. Pacelli puts it back across. Another quick whistle. These referees, that's about the 10th time today. Losing sight of the puck, but when you lose sight, you blow the whistle. As that one bounced out, rebound got out to Fazio, who was locked and loaded. Good puck movement. Again, trying to attack and make them play and goal keep even more, moving east to west. So we got Roche between Gerberbeck and Utsiuk. Maurer and Witten on the back end. That one's chipped apart. Gerberbeck collects it, tries to leave it for Roche in the center seam. Roche will now collect it behind the net. He'll drive all the way around. He'll walk it out. He finds Maurer at the point. He tried to step in, met by a poke check, and now we're coming the other way. Good support by Roche. Now Roche's coming the other way. He's coming back. He's got Gerberbeck with him. Gerberbeck collects it, trying to play it back to Roche. Shin pad of an elite player. They play back out front. Gerberbeck collects, turns, fires. Butterfly save made. But another primary scoring opportunity. This goaltender making some heroic saves at these points of these games. You're just joining us, 2:26 left in this one. PHC hanging on to a 9-2 lead. Offensive zone draw. To the right of the elite goal, we got Spittle, Punti, Pacelli. Nooner and Fazio on the back end. Laid back across. Elite will collect. They'll step out into the neutral zone. They got their eyes up. They'll play it down into the PHC line where Nooner will step back and gain it. He's met by a forecheck. Spittle collects, goes off the wall to Punti. Punti leaves it for Spittle. Spittle drives through. Looking for Pacelli. Puck was rolling. We'll pull up, we'll gain the line, across. Fazio collects at the point, open it back in. Elite will get to this one first. They play it up the boards. Kept by Fazio again. Turn on fire. Gets across. Spittle collects. Pacelli collects. Plays it back across. It's sitting there. Pucciarello collects. He'll walk through. Stick to side. Gets out to Fazio. Fazio will turn. Puts it down the wall. Pucciarello steps to this one. He'll come down the wall. He looks and plays it back across. Stick to side. Gets out into the neutral zone. Fazio's back with good body position. He'll collect it. Leaves it for Pucciarello, and now we're going to come the other way. Pucciarello's going to turn. He's going to get his toes up. We'll drive wide. Up back in. Leaves it back across, looking for Pacelli. Fazio collects, gets it on net. Spittle deflects that one. He'll gain it behind the net. Plays out to Pucciarello. Pucciarello walks and plays it back to Spittle. Lows, fires. Paddle save made. Out in front. Played out of harm's way by the defense. Fazio cuts it off. Fazio goes to Witten. Witten plays it back to Fazio. Fazio plays it forward for Pacelli. Pacelli's going to gain the line. Plays it back across for Spittle. Spittle loads, fires, gloved, and hung on to. So we'll have an offensive zone draw to the right of the elite goalie. 33.3 clicks left in this one, 9-2. Roche plays it across the goal mouth, trying to collect it, turns, fires, stick to side by elite. Gerberbeck had the puck on the stick for a moment, Elite fights through it, gets it out in the neutral zone. Good back check by Rochi and Anucciok. Anucciok wins the first one. Rochi collects it. He's coming in. He plays it across the Gerberback. Gerberback collects, plays it back to Rochi. Rochi taps it in. Unbelievable. Quick decisions. So the tight, small area games paying off as I like the quick decisions and the unselfish play. Moving it post to post. Driving in the net. Moving the puck. That extends it to a 10-2 lead with 11.6 left. Rochi chips this one forward. He's going to drive in, chips it forward. Anucciok's trying to get there. Gerberback gets a stick on and puts it to the net. The elite goaltender will swallow that one up. Quick whistle there. 4.0 seconds left on the clock to let this one run out. So the first game of the day, PHC takes it 10-2. Board says 9-2. I'm pretty sure it was 10-2 final. We'll go to the score sheet for the official. We'll be back 4:30 from East Haven, Connecticut. Enjoy your Saturday afternoons. Thanks for listening.